What's up, guys? Soom here, and I've got a really fun concept for you guys today. First off, I don't have any replays on this. I've been testing with a friend and just random ranks on DN, so I don't have replays. But it has tested so well. This was actually just one night we were just screwing around on DN, and we had this thought of, I don't know, I was testing an Insector engine in to side into chamber. And, it's actually pretty fun. But my friend Robert, he was actually the one that did the Mermail. I did the Mermail profile with a while ago. This idea sprung into his head, and we've just been testing around with it ever since. The concept is artifact Inzektors, or insectifacts. I think the portmanteau fits pretty well. And it's I think it might be, like in Japan, the Chronomaly artifacts are running around. We won't be getting Neverdisk. So I think this might be the Insectors might be the engine to replace the Chronomalies in that case. So here's it. I've actually, instead of like traditionally, I'm just gonna, where I just like, here's the monsters, his spells and traps, etc. I'm gonna present it in each engine. So the 12-card artifact engine is 3 blue guy, 3 moral attack, 1 scythe, 1 fall nut, and 1 bagel attack. I know the traditional artifact engine is 3 blue guy, 3 red guy, but I didn't really see the need to have the 3 red guy. There's a lot of cards in here that are able to pop them, or are able to pop your own back row to get your artifact effects off very easily. And you can always, rely on your opponent's cards, stuff like that. So that's for the monsters. And we're running just 3 movement. I think it's now Ignition and 3 Sanctum, which are the new TCG names. So that is it for the artifact engine. We're running a basic Insector engine, just 1 Gigamantis, triple Centipede, 1 Dragonfly, 1 Hornet, triple Ladybug, and then 2 Caliber. Again, the Insectors really give you kind of an outlet to popping cards, or just the cards that you would run, mainly Double Cyclone and Catastrophe. With these, the stuff that you would naturally run with with artifacts, you can get your pluses, your summons, etc. On your opponent's turn. Same with the artifact pluses too. The Inzektors just give you the offensive game on your turn that you don't get with a pure artifact deck, and it's just such a solid thing. It just, again, has been testing so well. Again, since the artifacts are light, the Inzektors are dark, we are able to run a BLS and a Chaos Sorcerer. Just a couple, miscellaneous power cards that really amplify the deck. The other synergy with this is that they're both really good rank 5 engines. So get back into that too. There's just a lot of they're 2 really standalone engines that are very cohesive when put together. So, but yes, we have the BLS, the Chaos Sorcerer. Tried to, but I opted for 1 to fit in other cards. We're running 2 Mathematician. It's just pretty much another copy of Foolish Burial. It's really there for consistency. Pretty much just to get Hornet or Ladybug to grave. But it is a really good card. Again, just being able to drop a needed card to the grave. And then when it's attacked, it's a draw. It's a better card trooper, really. So again, with those 2, we have the 1 Foolish Burial. Really fun tech, and I just put this in today, just looking up on the rulings. I know Inzektors are really prolific about mating a Defish. With most of their effects, they do not, their spells are traps when they hit the grave, so they don't get removed with Defisher. Artifacts are the same way, in that when they are destroyed by, when they're set destroyed, they are counted as a spell card, so they are not removed with Fissure. Also with materials, they're not removed from play. So we can very comfortably main a Fissure, which is a very good card against almost any deck in the meta right now. Running 1 Soul Charge. All right, I was actually running 2 Call on it at one point. I think the 1 Soul Charge is pretty good. It's not a necessary card, but it is a really powerful thing to have. So again, I know this does seem conflicting, but we really don't worry about anything being removed from play with Fissure. So just the 4 cards for kind of the artifact support. Although again, you can still like pop your Mantis or your Caliber with Double Cyclone. So it does give you that outlet that you normally have to do with Hornet. Then of course 2 Malcats just for blowout plays with artifacts. For consistency, we're running 3 Reckless. Again, I've been testing many playsets of consistency cards, upstarts, dualities, etc. I think Reckless is the most cohesive with the deck. And then just 3 Traps to run it off. Again, we have a very low trap count, so I probably could be running Decrees. But Trap Stun is still, again, just okay. You could easily just side into a Decree for other purposes. Well, actually, I don't know. We are running, was that 11 traps with the Theopsies or the Sanctum? So, but Trap Stun is just still, again, really good. You need it for that one, this is an OTK deck, so you need it for that 1 turn push just to finish off. So that's it for the main deck. Still testing around with a Hopper. Hopper's pretty good. You can usually, I've got, with Caliber and Manus, just those 2, you can get even a Ladybug up to 3,200. So that's a lot of damage. So Hopper is a possibility. It would just be a matter of finding room for him. There's not really any other cards that I've been debating on putting in. But for the extra deck, we have 1 Thunder Charger, just because we have a lot of 5s that we could plus, or use effects, overlay Thunder Charger, etc. Just 1 M7. I was running a couple Pleiades, but it's actually really rare that you will go into multiple Pleiades. M7 is still a really good card, so it's not a bad thing to have. This actually does have quite a lot of room, so it's still good to have. 1 Zenmayo, again, it's a really good rank 5 to pop 2 back row, monster set, etc. Tyrus Adris, the pair. 1 Pleiades, 1 Volcasaurus, only 1 Durandal. I know, it's really weird. But you need the versatility in here. I probably could, maybe take out a Ptolemy for a Durandal, but you don't really, it's, again, not a pure deck, so you're not going to hit their Durandal very often. We have 1 Exostag, same thing with like the Pleiades, it's kind of rare to happen, but the Exostag is kind of like a bigger, better Honor Arc, although I guess you could go for the Honor Dark, but still a really good card, just being able to spot removal, get a big monster on field. And then we just have a couple 4s, because it is possible in the deck. Ladybug being able to bump by 1 or 2. And actually mentioning that you could bump these to make Ptolemy straight out. So we could run 6s if we felt like it. So we do just have a Dweller and a Cowboy. Pretty much, you're not going to go 4 very often, because it does take 2 Inzektors. With Ladybug plays, of course. So I mainly opted in for more game changing. Dweller really just wrecks Mermills, especially, but also Boojins. Cowboy just for that game finisher. And then for 3s, we're running 1 Giga Brilliant. Really a staple for Insectors. It is the OTK enabler where you can fill a field, make them bigger, and then it fills out your numbers to make that 8K. 1 Alucard, just for popping back row, etc. 1 Engineer, just for a little bit of defensive, and then 1 Tempo for various things. Usually just to drop the pluses on your opponent. Say they've already used an effect and they're banking on next turn detaching again to get rid of that effect too. Or if it were an Honor Arc that sucked up one of your monsters that has that 1 material to protect it, you can just detach the material and then attack over it. It's a really just kind of versatile card. Just depends on the situation. So that's it. I have tested on this a lot, but it could possibly use a few things. This might be what I'm going to be playing with PRIO. I've been testing like pure artifacts for a while, but this really, again, just kind of fills it out. And I think it's the combo that artifacts really needed. Again, pures they're really fun. But I don't know. I really think this is a beautiful pairing. So yeah, that's it. Go ahead and again click everything below. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. Still working on professional outros and intros, etc. Actually, just got in contact with a friend that does animations. So again, keep an eye out for that. And I guess that's it. Again, as always, check out Yugicast prices. And this has been Soy. I will talk to you guys in another video. See you later.